Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your July astrology. It's all very exciting. It kicks off with a blue moon in Cancer. We also have Mercury and Venus going into Leo. So it's a jolly and dramatic time for all. Before I get stuck into your personal astrology, please do follow me on Instagram at Michele Knight, Michele with one L, because I interact there on a regular basis and I would love to see you. And I'm also about to do a giveaway for my tarot deck. So much love. Let's get into it. Hey Virgo, this month holds for you magic, also manifesting, but be a little bit careful because it can also have illusion and a certain amount of sentimentality. Make sure you veer towards the magic and what you want to create, the empathy, the emotional connections, but also keep your boundaries clear. Let's get right into it. Mercury is trine Neptune on the 2nd, just before Mercury enters Leo. So you're really good at manifesting what you want. I would in fact do this on the 1st. Manifest what you want in terms of relationships, in terms of where you're going, in terms of community, because by the time Mercury and then later on Venus and then later on the Sun goes into Leo, you'll find yourself very open to the past. Neptune is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, Mercury is going retrograde. The past is on your mind, particularly when it comes to your relationships, as Neptune is in your position of relationships. So you're perhaps potentially fantasizing about the past and seeing it with rose-tinted glasses rather than being in the present. Sometimes Virgo can have a fear of intimacy because you could be quite self-critical. So it's easier to fantasize about the past or the beginning of a relationship rather than being in the moment. And it's very important this month that you keep your boundaries clear. Otherwise, you could find yourself in a tricky situation. Having said that, you have a golden opportunity to heal the past, heal your view of your intimate relationships, whether that be friendships or lovers, and come to a deeper spiritual understanding about where you've come from, where you're going, and what you're doing. But again, boundaries is your key word for this month. How are you doing on that front? Do you have clear boundaries with ex-lovers? Do you have clear boundaries with your friends? Is there anything that you're hiding? Now is the time when things that are hidden can come to the surface. But luckily, you have the superpower of being very intuitive this month. You can sense things and you can see them coming, and you can also manifest your dreams in some way. So use those skills to your advantage. We have Mars sextile Saturn as well on the 5th. So you have the opportunity to really build on something in terms of a trip, learning, an adventure, but it may involve a one-to-one relationship. So this could be a business thing where you're working with one other person, connected to travel or exploring, or it could be going on holiday with a lover, deciding that you want to push forward with your relationship by going on a journey. On the 5th, of course, we have the new moon in Cancer, which is super important for you. And actually, it is the biggest manifesting moon of the month for you. You're able to really use that new moon to let go of anything that's holding you back from creating and manifesting your desires. Make sure you take some time to manifest, do some manifesting on that month, because on that new moon, because it is extraordinary for you and it holds a real punch. Why am I stumbling over my words? I don't know. Anyway, Venus is also sextile Uranus on the 8th. Again, unexpected joy when it comes to other people. You've still got some magic source when it comes to communicating, when it comes to you mixing with other people, when it comes to you putting yourself out there online. There's something extraordinary that could come to you out of the blue around the 8th. Also on that same day, Mercury, your ruler, is sextile Jupiter, the planet of good fortune. Something that you've dreamt of could be to do with your career, but if you don't work, it's to do with how you visualize the rest of your life being happy. Could just come to you, but it will involve you stretching yourself. It will involve you doing something that is uncomfortable, but uncomfortable in a pleasant way, because it's what you want to do anyway. So it's not like, oh, I don't want to do this, and there's no advantage to doing it. It's like, I'm going to push myself, and then I'm going to draw in the treasure from that. Venus enters Leo on the 11th, and that's when you have to start really looking closely at past relationships and making sure they're not clouding your immediate future, because Neptune is making you go, oh, hello, beautiful past, come and join me. And particularly when Mercury goes into retro shadow on the 17th, obviously Mercury is your ruler, it's like you may lose all context of boundaries, and you may find yourself, well, on the other hand, you may find yourself very intuitively linked to someone. You can predict when you're going to see them, you can feel what they're feeling. That's the positive side, but it's just careful that you're not hiding something that's a secret that could come up and bite you on the bum. With the Sun sextile Uranus on the 18th, pleasurable, exciting moments that you're urged to just go for. Mars enters Taurus on the 20th, and you have a drive and va-va-va-voom to go after your goals. And you're also very quick on your feet as well. You can, again, predict what opportunities to go for. Make sure you do it. The opportunity is there. Most importantly, this month on the 21st is the full blue moon in Capricorn. A blue moon is when you have two full moons in the same month, and this one is also sextile Neptune. It's cozy, it's romantic, it's the perfect time for a date night. It's giving you information about the importance of your relationships with friends or lovers. Think back to the last full moon in Capricorn earlier on this month and think to yourself, oh, okay, what was the message then? What is this all leading up to? Because it's a double peak for you. On top of that, the moon is conjunct Pluto, the Lord of Transformation. Big changes are coming because of this double moon, but in the positive sense. With Venus sextile Jupiter as well, you're like, I know what I want. I know what I want to go for, and I'm going to do it. And your intuition, I can't say this enough, is your superpower into getting that. The Sun then goes into Leo on the 22nd, and again, super psychic. But hold fire, because when Mercury goes into your, not into your sign, when Mercury goes into, yes, your sign, what we're talking about on the 25th, you're like, rah, freedom. And that's when your words are magic. All these things you've been dreaming about all month, because it is the most dreamy month, you can then put into action. You could go forward and you can make it happen. So pay attention. It's all there for you, as long as you're honest and straightforward and clear with your boundaries. So much love. So here is the deck. I love the box. It's got some of the tarot heroes on the front that are in my deck, which I'll tell you about later. It is flip top. How fabulous is that? I love that. And then you have the little booklet here. Little nuggets of information about each card. Here they are. Notice the gold. The Fool. The Magician. The High Priestess, which is so important because it is Pamela Coleman Smith. She was the illustrator of the original Rider-Waite. And I have 3 Lovers cards. The Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, various heroes here. This is Anna May Wong. So I've got this leaflet that comes with the pack. It gives you one line of straight to the point wisdom about it. But this is the book. And I'm so pleased with it, because what I aim to do with this deck is to inspire your own psychic ability, but also to empower you and uplift you every day with the message of the card. Let's take a look inside. In it, we've got the meanings and readings. All my knowledge is in this book, all my love and all my heart. I talk to you about my journey, and I talk to you, most importantly, about how to dive in and learn the tarot really quickly, because that's the way I roll. Very easy guide. I talk to you about reversals and how to empower yourself and feel the love of the tarot. And then there's a little space where you can do your readings. And at the back, really importantly, I talk to you about all the card characters, the amazing things they did in the world to inspire us. Just to give you a taster, let's pull a card to see what we've got. Well, that is a great card. The 9 of Cups, the Wish card. The most basic interpretation of the 9 of Cups is that you're being given a massive cosmic yes. This book is my life's work. I've been doing tarot basically from when I was born. It's been a lifelong passion, and you're always learning when it comes to tarot, and I've tried to put everything I know and all the magic and how you can learn quickly. You can get them from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and potentially order them from your local bookshop and support your local bookshop. These carry my heart and my soul, and I thank you for being on this journey. You inspired me to do it because I wanted to have an inclusive deck. So I thank you for being my inspiration.